Yeah, there are a lot of great Purrely cards, and we'll see them here in game number 1.
I roll? 2 dice I roll, yep.
All right, here we go.
7.
7.
It's a double miss with Snipe Hunter.
Oh, Snake Eyes.
Quadruple miss with Snipe Hunter. 3 1s and a 6. That's not going to get you anywhere.
That's her whole hand gone right there. Starting off with the Pot of Prosperity, going for
1,
6.
3, 4, 5, and 6.
That's only 5. There we go.
Yep.
Well, this immediately is going to reveal the matchup. If they didn't see it previously.
And we see an Ellis, Forbidden Lance. Goes in match. Ellis, Book of Moon, and Sophia.
So there is no Martha in there, which would have been very, very crucial. Pack has picked up to read the Sophia and the Ellis. The Gozen match can be a very scary ad here. If you get the Gozen match right away, you start to turn off, and we get the Gozen match.
Gozen match right away. I wouldn't be shocked if Steven already has either Martha or this. So this is a new thing that we first started seeing in this deck. Well, the first time it showed up in a top Exosister deck was when Steven used it in the event he just won. Not that it hasn't been around since Cyberstorm Access came out.
So that is Aritama. Aritama gets to add a spirit monster on normal summon. And that's going to feature right into the new one from Cyberstorm Access.
Sakitama.
Oh, Ash Blossom.
It gets ashed. That's a good ash.
A really, really good one.
The neat thing with the spirit, though, is because it bounces back to your hand, you can do it again next turn.
Yep.
So the ash doesn't actually eliminate the threat, it only delays it.
Draw, send my main. You're good.
All right, we're going to see how the Purrely side is going to open up now. He has a Purrely in hand. Just having access to these monsters are already pretty good because now you can already use some of the quickly spells and eventually lead into the Purrelys.
Yep. Now the problem is that goes in match. All of these are different.
And we can activate the Purrely and excavate 3 cards, and we get to add 1. I believe that was a pretty memory.
Is it the pretty memory or is it my friend? I think it was my friend. Looked like a collector there.
Effect rank up.
Oh, goes in match.
Okay, I can't legally rank up.
Sure. He has no legal ranking. So no legal rank up available because Purrely is light, and I believe most of those monsters in the extract aren't light.
The 2s are not. It's only the X Purrely it is. So Pack is going for a Sleepy Memory here, pitching Dark Ruler No More, special summon a second Light Purrely.
And that is not once per turn.
It is not.
We're going to see another excavation. Dark Ruler, Pot of Prosperity, and another Dark Ruler. So that's a miss.
Yeah, we could see here that Pack is really gunning to go second here, main decking things like Dark Ruler No More.
So this could have been to his advantage.
Res?
Now, does he have a light rank 1? I think Slacker Magician is, yeah, Slacker Magician is the rank 1, right?
Yeah. Is Slacker a light monster?
I think Slacker is a light, but Downer's a dark.
Okay.
But it could just be both dark.
This is a tough position. That goes in match is putting in a lot of work, suppressing the board from getting out of control. We are seeing a Slacker Magician.
Yeah, so Slacker is light.
Well, this opens up a whole new line where if you can land the attack.
For 200? Yep.
He lands the attack.
And then that can turn into Zeus, which is also light.
That's coming. He's going for the effect right away. There's no negation. Steve. Oh, there is a negation. There is an infinite permanence turning off the effect of Divine's Arsenal Azu Sky Thunder.
All right, so Zeus is left with 1 material here.
That's unfortunate.
Now, Steven's got to be careful that he doesn't destroy anything. We'll see if Pack sets something to maybe try to bait him into destroying something and allowing Zeus to get another material on that way.
Yeah, that's also possible. I think it's going to be pretty difficult, considering most Exosister cards, they mainly focus on banishing cards, and therefore, I don't know if that Zeus is going to be able to gain the additional material.
So Pack sets a card in the Gozen zone. He's trying to represent infinite impermanence here.
Yeah,
we'll see if that's actually what it is.
Pay 100 to search an Exorcist card.
So, right. So
Packs.
Yeah, that's a, not that pack, not pack plural, but packs as in peace. And now he's got the Martha.
Exosister being all light monsters, this is not going to get in the way with the Gozen.
All right, Martha's going to summon successfully. And remember, he's still got the Aratama in hand before as it returned.
Thinking.
And he goes straight into an Xyz monster. Yes.
It's going to
Michaelis.
What?
Summon?
Yeah.
Effect to search an Exorcist spell or trap.
Yep.
The turn it's summoned is a quick effect to banish.
The turn it summoned, it has a quick effect to vanish. These are kind of interesting in that they have a special ability the turn that they are Xyz summoned. In some cases, it's something that just happens immediately, like players can't special summon from the graveyard this turn.
Yep.
And sometimes it's an actual effect that you activate.
I'll chain Michaelis to banish the Zeus.
And it is, in fact, the Imperm. And Michaelis chains that quick effect that it has for this turn only to banish the Zeus.
Yep.
Permanence does go ahead and negate the search. And then Aratama comes down and adds Sakitama.
And it goes and shut off.
And the Gozen's also currently shut off because of the infinite impermanence.
It is. So activating Sakitama, revealing it from the hand to get a normal summon of a spirit monster.
That's just a free summon.
It is. It's a very, very good card.
Y'all can see.
Yeah, Asphodel comes out and he's actually just not going to survive this turn.
No.
And he wisely concedes and moves on to the next game.
Let's save a little bit of time here. Well, that was very unfortunate for Pack side. Having his Purrely reveal, not really getting anywhere with the first one, infinite impermanence, and then the second one revealing nothing that he could add off the top. And it was also locked under Gozen. Many things were just not going under his way.
Yeah, that's part of the issue when you're trying to go second, is letting your opponent do a bunch of stuff like that first. Sometimes you're just not going to be able to deal with it, especially if your deck is built to beat monsters and not necessarily back row cards.
That's true. And especially when there's like cards like trap cards that just prevent you from doing things, these going second cards might not give you the advantage that you want, especially when you do get to go second, and you might just be locked out from your own plays.
So I imagine Pack has some back row removal in his main deck, he just didn't get it there. But whether or not more comes in this time, now that he's seen a card like Gozen Ash, that could be a consideration for him.
I mean, this is a high pressure situation. The winner of this round basically will have to play one more to get their World Championship invitation.
It's way better to just have it now and
Yeah,
not have
for
to worry
sure.
about the rest of the weekend.
But even if you do get to play in this event, you'll be primed to be able to perform at peak performance for the next day. That's how I would think about it.
As long as you don't get too down on yourself,
Of course.
like you don't want to make a mistake somewhere or make a bad read on something that your opponent has and you just let that affect you for the rest of the time.
Oh, yeah.
Or in a case where like you need to play the odds on something, it's like, well, I've looked at the graveyard. There's an 86% chance that their last card is this, and 14% chance that I just lose. You have to look at as I've got an 86% chance to win right now. Let's look at that positively, and if they have the 14, then they have it, and that's it's a card game. That's how card games work.
You gotta play the odds sometimes. I think they're preparing their sides here. What would like if you know that you want to go second? Would you side to go second again, or would you shift it and choose to go first just to kind of throw them off beat a little?
That's part of the thinking process here. I think that's more of an issue for Steven than it is for Pack, because Steven might be thinking, well, what if he does decide to make me go second this time when I've got all these going first cards? Maybe I should side differently.
I mean, Steven did get a pretty deep peek into like the Dark Rune No Mores in the main deck.
Yeah.
Like, it could change up how you play it out. But Exosister might be the one that could survive the Dark Ruler. You can play your Returnia to more or less get another banish.
Or any of the other back row cards you have. And
Yeah.
what's one thing that I do like is about this format in particular is that actual back row cards that do things are back. So, when Book of Moon started coming back.
Oh, I love that.
Thrilled with that. Love me some Book of Moon. But then the forbidden cards, Chalice, Lance, those sorts of things are coming back as well. So more and more we're seeing traps and spells that do stuff other than just block things out. And we'll see how many of those crop up here in game 2. Purrely's full of them. They got all sorts of quick play spells that do various things.
I can't remember who's actually going first here. I believe Pack is going
Draw.
first now.
Is that my main?
Yeah, so Pack is choosing to go first here. Starting with the Purrely.
Effect.
Yep.
Hits one immediately.
It's
Has
two.
a choice.
There's a sleepy. I believe that is a sleepy memory.
Yeah, it's Sleepy Memory. Sleepy
Where's-
and
I think that's my friend.
my friend Purrely
Effect.
is like, this is the one you really want. It's going to get you a consistent source of cards.
Yep, that's correct.
And if it's destroyed, you're going to get a bunch of cards back as well.
So that's going to cost him 500 life points. He gets to reveal 3.
And they can be the same 3, if you like.
And he gets to add 1. But this also adds another line of defense for the deck, where if your Exceed monster is removed by your opponent's card, you get to add 3 of the quick play spells from the graveyard back into your hand. So whatever that's attached.
Sleepy, Sleepy, Sleepy. Shocking which one is added. It's quote-unquote random, but if you pick 3, is it really? 3 of the same? It's a 100% chance.
Yeah, 100% indeed. Yep. Oh, and it starts with the field spell. Now that's like another layer of defense there. Now, so any special summoned out Purrely monster this turn cannot be targeted.
Thinking.
And the end phase, you also get to attach a material onto an existing Exceeds Purrely.
I have no response.
So we're going for Sleepy Memory next. Pitching
Delicious.
Delicious.
The good one.
Yep.
And that's going to be useful since once Purrely comes out, you can target the memory in the graveyard.
Oh, for sure. That could lead into into the plump play,
Plump.
which is a lot harder right now with only 1 Delicious available.
And part of why that is what you see right here with my friend Purrely, because you can't just choose 3 Delicious Memories anymore. You can only choose 1, so 1 in 3 chance of actually getting it. And we summon another Purrely here, so go ahead and get the trap. You got Purrely.
That leap is a very scary card. It could suddenly spell disaster if there's enough material on your monster, and then you just summon out into Purrely Noir.
Effect.
Yep.
So Purrely effect.
You're going to use the Delicious Memory. So Plump is being summoned onto the field.
Deciding which zone to put that in. Puts it in the
Effect
center
target.
zone.
Sure.
Using the effect to attach. You're going to attach up to 2. Return.
End phase effect target.
Yep.
End phase field spell is going to target the Plump, and we're going to attach another memory under it. Oh, this could lead to a massive card draw.
So it's going to be, right now we're looking at 2 cards for each of the 2 memories on it right now. And then the
pass turn.
trap card
Draw for turn.
can shift some
Nothing
things
in draw
over.
phase.
Standby effect draw.
Sure.
So draw 1.
Effect draw.
Sure.
That's the second one. So each copy will offer you an additional draw. I don't think we're leaving the standby phase just yet.
Yeah. Now, if he can get those over onto another Xyz monster
And here we
with
go.
Purrely,
Oh, we are lancing. That makes it so that the Plump was unaffected by the Purrely leap.
yep. So he can't make it up into Noir and get all those extra draws off that.
But essentially, you did get a pot of greed for free here.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's 4 materials as well. He's drawn the Martha this time around.
Okay, we get the Ellis summon.
No.
I think we've got the makings of a good game brewing here. He's also got Aratama.
There's going to be some Exceed summoning happening.
Sorry, what's the defensive pump?
33.
3,300 defense. Bigger than even Magnifico.
Yes, and that's thanks to the Delicious Memory being attached.
Gets 300 for every material. Starts at, I think, 21 plus 12. All right, so he's taking a very close look here at my friend Purrely, seeing what exactly will trigger that to refill Pack's hand, trying not to do that.
I mean, there's two cards that are going to have an impact. It's both the field spell and the My Friend.
Effective search for a Exosister spell or trap.
So we're going to start off with the Michaelis. Michaelis adding a Exosister spell or trap. He does have an additional summon here too, with the
Sorry, do the
Sakitama still in hand.
Purrely leaves or just if plump?
XYZs. What'd you add? Can I read it? And also, can I read the yellow card you added?
Yes.
It's like the Sakitama.
So he's going to check out. So we're going to be adding the Returnia, and there's also the Sakitama. Sakitama being the free summon. Returnia, if you exceed summon.
Thank you.
Well, there's two different kinds of effects on that card. You get to banish a card on the field, but also, depending if you have exceed summoned that turn, you'll get different effects. If you exceed summon that turn, you'll be able to banish an additional card and it doesn't even target. Or you get to perform an exceed summon with the monsters you have available.
My friend.
I'm going to go ahead and use the Michaelis Banish on my friend Purrely.
Thinking.
My Friend is probably a card that you want to clear. If you remove that plump off the field, then Pack is going to be able to add 3 quick play spells back to the hand. That's a lot. That almost feels like their version of Runic Fountain.
Yeah, it is in a lot of ways, and there just happen to be 3 beneath that plump.
Extra normal summon?
Yep.
Gets the extra normal summon for Sakitama. Now, each of the Michaelis
This doesn't trigger
effects...
if destroy by battle, correct?
What's up?
This doesn't trigger if destroy by battle? It's only card effect?
Leaves the field because of opponent's card, so it triggers by battle.
Oh, so with both of them, well, now that one of the spells are gone, it's only just the field spell that will help Pack regain some resources and give him a follow-up, which is if the monster is removed, I believe he gets to summon out a Purrely from the deck.
If a Purrely exceeds monster you control leaves the field because of the opponent's card, special summon 1 level 1 Purrely monster from your deck or
Gain
graveyard.
attack.
So it will give
and
both
the
of
graveyard.
these 800, right?
Correct.
And even new XYZ summon will gain attack,
Yes.
right?
It's the rest of the turn, all XYZs on my field gain 800.
Yep.
Thinking.
So Exosister Jabreen
And
is
it's
an
effect
interesting
failure as
one.
well, keep in mind. It's a quick effect that
Oh.
effect failure this turn.
Oh, okay. Thank you. That's it. That's
It's going to pump everything up.
I will
Okay.
activate the
This turn.
effective Jabreen to negate once effect.
I mean, Steven's showing his mastery with the deck right now, using not just the Exorcist that we commonly see, but a lot of the other ones as well, and trying to just max out on
Thinking.
every part of their effect.
Yeah, Jabreen's a good card.
Sometimes it's just these other card effects that you just don't know, and you just get caught off guard. Like, oh, they do what? So now we're going to go into Exosister's Magnifica.
All right, so all Xyz monsters you control will gain 800 attack. So Magnifica's
Ender
huge
Valgus?
and double
Attack
attack.
him Purrely for 35?
Ooh, that's
For
that's
30.
a lot.
Well, it's 36 now. Oh, you
Yeah,
did.
35 damage.
3,500 damage here.
Ooh.
So there's Jabreen. You can see
thinking
the way that
Sure.
last word is doing for the rest of this turn, all Xyz monsters you control will gain 800. So it's current and future.
Yes.
That's correct. 8,000, 4,000.
Yes.
Okay.
I will attempt to use Magnifica effect, detaching Jabreen as cost to banish a card non-targeting.
Oh no, this could take out the field spell.
Pack's taking a look at his face down there. He's thinking about chaining it, but if Pack activates an effect,
Thinking.
goes infinite impermanence, now Steven can swap the Magnifica back out to one of the things beneath it, which I believe is still the Michaelis.
Yes. And then it will resolve the Magnifica effect, and the banish is still going to go through.
Chain Magnifica to tag out.
Sure.
So Magnifica tags out, swaps places
So it resolves. I will banish these
with
straight.
Michaelis.
Yep. We're taking out the follow-up.
Is that 21?
Yep.
Tag it.
Yep.
Yeah. So the abilities from the field from
too.
Yep.
Delicious Memory are effects added onto the Plump. So because Plump was negated, it lost that extra 1,200 defense, and Michaelis is able to defeat it.
And well, Pack is down to his last card in his hand, and we're going to see Prosperity activated now. We see Imperm,
Goes
evenly
and-
match.
Oh no, it's evenly matched. not
Evenly
goes.
match.
Evenly matched also the top cut map for this weekend.
Oh yeah, it looks nice.
Very nice.
I think it's going to be a very timeless one.
This is just a brutal match for Pac.
I think he got card for card counter, taking away every single follow-up he would have had.
Thrust.
Oh, grabs thrust.
He can activate thrust right away because we did get an activation from the drawing effect.
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
The drawing effect was the effect of a monster. Just like the effect from Delicious Memory that was negated earlier.
essentially that pot of prosperity just let Steven grab any card in his deck almost.
So is that it's Vatus?
Oh, that's going
You
to.
must already have Returnia then.
Time to go in phase.
Yeah, thinking out of phase.
Sure.
Using it in phase, using the Purrely,
Trap.
Sure.
using the Trap's
back?
effect.
Yep.
Okay.
Plump goes back.
Back monsters.
2 more monsters go back. Now let's see what Pac's got.
If you can get that draw. This is a very, very tough position. You need to be able to answer the 3 back row and the Michaelis. Well, the Michaelis on field right now doesn't really do anything because it's not the turn it's special summon.
Correct.
Draw phase, activate.
Goes for Pretty
I
Memory.
have no response.
Okay. 5 to your
9.
Okay.
effect.
Let's go for the summon. The summon into Purrely. Purrely effect. Get to add no response. I believe there's no response there, and then he's going to add a non-quick play spell to his hand.
Now both players gain 1,000 life points there. Pac definitely needs those extra life points a little more than Steven. Not quite out of the danger zone yet, as Magnifica on their own is 56.
And it's also kind of dangerous to activate Purrely especially when there's a Vatus in the back.
Yeah.
That's going to give 2 more Exceeds monster for Steven, because he's going to be removing cards out of the graveyard.
He's thinking about it. I can't imagine why you wouldn't shotgun it here. What's Pac going to have that?
Declare effect, target.
He's going to activate it, and then we're going to chain Vatus. Now, is there an Ash Blossom for that Vatus?
No response.
Oh, no
response. All right, so what are we trying to do here if we're Pac? But are we trying to get to Zeus?
We need to find some way to clear out the 2 new monsters. And the 2 new monsters can have a response. They are special summoned out this turn, and that also changes up.
These are the 2 that are mixed up.
And then the material gets attached. Therefore, the 2 new monsters, they can trigger. And that also changes Returnia's effect to get an additional banish as well. This is looking very, very dicey.
It counts as a Xyz summon. So 2 sisters spring out, and then they immediately transform for a new Michaelis, and looks like Jabreen going to go ahead and get that effect failure type effect.
Banish, perfect, banish, perfect.
Anything else on us?
You're going to continue.
That's a lot of monsters on one side. Now, Beauty has been summoned onto the field. If you can activate Beauty, you can negate the effect of a monster.
Judge, can I look up Returnia? Because it was searched last turn. I'm okay to search it, right? Just don't want to double check.
He's looking.
Oh, not it was not public this turn. I cannot. Okay, thank you. Okay.
Pay 100.
No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. You can't tell me.
Yeah.
You can't tell me. You can't tell me.
Oh, you can. Yeah. So the public knowledge rules are changed. It's basically you can't just sit there searching things.
No, you can't.
Yep.
You can only search
That's
things
okay.
that you've actually seen this turn.
Sure.
Yeah, so if you're asking for card info, public knowledge does not mean every single card in the Yu-Gi-Oh's existence. That's not it anymore.
Yeah, that was a number of players use that sort of thing to just do constant searches.
The search.
So chains to search,
Okay.
and now he can
Chain
chain
Michaelis
to
with
the
the
packs
banish.
with the Callus to take
Chain
out
to negate
Beauty,
this.
Chain to negate.
Yes.
and then chains Jabreen
To
to
negate.
negate that.
That's a great chain. I mean, starting off with the Dark
Results.
Ruler, there was a little bit of a gateway to
Finish
prevent
and all
like
that
the
negated.
monsters from activating, but breaching that past that using a Pax, creating this long chain link under a Dark Ruler, which isn't very common.
What'd you add?
I added Martha.
Martha? Okay.
So added Martha, and now Dark Ruler resolves. Steven can't take damage anymore, and the effects of all the monsters are negated. Back goes with,
Okay.
my friend Purrely.
That's really good.
Yep.
And
And
Pain 8 for returning us.
Attempt to banish him.
Yep. You got
he's going to
it.
banish it. Oh,
That's it.
Steven takes it.
My goodness.
From one remote YCS champion to another.
I think I could have hard made the one on my turn. I guess.
I had Herald.
Yeah. What? Herald? Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Oh
I had
my.
I side 2 like it.
Yeah.
I was just like, here you go.
Man.
Yeah.
Too many good
That
players
was,
on. It's like,